I have pages of testimonials where like, man, I talked to Jay for 5 minutes and it was a game changer.
Okay, what's your name?
Jason J. Ryze Fonseca. You can call me Jay.
And I'm Sin. And I'm making this video because I want to help explain to people who may have some questions about you. You're like a shot of vodka. You're like nobody I've ever met in my life. We met a few years ago online where you were explaining your views on homelessness and making money and business and life in general. Like in an hour, you gave so much incredible value, and this is why I reached out to you and we became friends. You helped me transform my body, my life, my business, my art, everything. You also helped Evan Carmichael for a decade. Now, Evan Carmichael is really big. He has a huge empire, and that's because of you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't take all the credit. I mean, the guy's a genius. Like, we collaborated, we worked together, but I made him videos, I did interviews for him, I wrote copy, we made landing pages, we did branding, we made animations, we did experiments, we transformed culture, we created a gesture, we created a sound signature, we worked on songs, countless. I can't even count the number of things Evan and I did together.
When you met him, how many subscribers did he have on YouTube?
About 1,500.
And how many does he have today?
3 million.
Yeah, right. And how many books has he written?
4.
Right, and you were an integral part of
3 of them.
Right, and
1 of them I didn't touch, but the other 3 I was proofreading, editing, contributing, helping with chapters, helping with art, did the covers, did the illustrations. So.
And you're credited in the last book, Built to Serve?
Yeah, a lot of it was behind the scenes, but like you can ask Evan, he'll tell you I was instrumental, and I was in the front credits of the last book. Yeah.
He's
Forbes, Inc., Entrepreneur, like. Yeah, so I don't know. We made a video of all the people he's collabed with. I made the video personally. It's called Stars Praise Evan, and there's all these people giving him props: Tony Robbins and Gary Vee and Jay Shetty and Chase Jarvis and Marissa Peer, and he recently did Marie Forleo, and I don't know. Dude gets around.
Right. Okay, so my main job is to promote you.
Thank you.
Well, we work together 50-50.
Mm-hmm.
So, because we've helped a lot of startups.
Sure.
So I want to talk about.
Evan wasn't a startup.
Right. Evan wasn't a startup when you met him. How can you help somebody who's mid-level, who has clients, who's making money, but not anywhere near Evan level?
Look, basically, I've had thousands of conversations with Evan to help get his brand to where it is today. And like, if those conversations were good enough for him, they're good enough for any mid-level business you can name, period. I mean, try them for yourself. Like, I don't know. I don't have a nice little package for you. It's freaking gold conversations that will level up your business. You either like them or you don't. You try them or you don't. I don't know how to answer this.
You answered it perfectly. You didn't have a package or a webinar or a program for Evan. You guys had conversations, and you elevated, you rose his business from mediocre to where it is today. And same with me. We had conversations. I asked questions. I told you my frustrations. I gave you my problems and my concerns, and we talked about it. It was just teaching. My goal is to reach 8 billion people in the world and introduce them to you. Whether they're a fit or not, it doesn't matter. Because I know a lot of people don't care about taboo issues the way that you and I both do. So I just want you to touch on that a little bit. Tell me why that's important to you. Controversy and taboo things, how people can win this way.
Because everything's connected. So like the wealth, the money you make and the businesses you grow are connected to like your attitudes towards humanity. Like they're connected to your attitudes towards COVID. They're connected to your attitudes towards sexuality. Like they say all your dreams lie on the other side of fear. But what they don't tell you is all your dreams lie on the other side of the hidden, buried fears you refuse to acknowledge and no one talks about, and they're all about controversial subjects that you never bring up and you refuse to address. And so you have, like, everyone has issues with sex and money and death and criticism and rejection and loneliness and solitude and like all the things that no one wants to talk about. Everyone's running around with issues with them. And who solves them? Doctors? Nope, no one talks about it. Psychiatrists? Nope, they don't talk about it either. Like the news, the media? No, they just glorify it. Like no one's ever gonna solve them. And so people wonder why they can't grow or level up. And it's like, you have a million hidden, buried blocks and you won't even let me have a conversation with you about them. I could solve all of the blocks if you would just step up and face some controversy. Act like a baller and like realize conversations can't hurt you, especially loving, kind ones that are meant to help you. So yeah, I don't know. It's important.
Thank you. Okay, so one last thing. For most people, there's a side of you that they never get to see. You are funny and kind and you're generous.
I'm mean. I'm a meanie who's mean.
Who's ruining my video.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just kidding.
My bad.
I'm just kidding. No, this is actually good. I want you to keep that in. Okay, so you're super talented. You sing, you rap, you're so musical, you draw, you paint, really, I have literally not seen something that you couldn't do. I have challenged you and giving you a brand new art form that you've never touched in your life, and you crushed it. Even though you don't share that very often with too many people. I think it's important that people know this.
Sure, I don't hide it. Like, I know I'm a Renaissance man. I was in the gifted school, the special school they send you to or whatever with the high IQ, and like, I know I'm good at stuff. It's why I helped Evan with a million different projects. Like, I did the work of an entire creative house team or whatever, the branding team, or it's like I'm doing everything because I'm good at it. I'm not the world's best. I'm not going to be like world famous for my Christopher Nolan directed blockbuster, but I've made short films and animations and stuff. I've done all kinds of stuff. I just don't go around bragging about it. Like, it's not, I'm not trying to make a business out of it. So, I mean, maybe I will one day, but my main skill is like, I can advise people. I have conversations. They leave feeling like they're on cloud 9 and they know how to handle and rock life because they've gotten the best teachings and the best wisdom that they ever could have gotten. The world has a wisdom problem and I'm here to solve it. So I could brag all day long about my incredible art skills and music skills and whatever skills, but it's I mean, what's the point?
Having one conversation with you, a 5-minute conversation, it doesn't matter what it's about. It can change beliefs.
Yeah, I got lots of people, lots of testimonials that say that. You're not the only one.
Oh,
I have pages of testimonials who are like, man, I talked to Jay for 5 minutes and it was a game changer. I talked to him for 2 seconds. He blew my beliefs away. Oh, I talked to this guy for like a split second and my whole life was changed. I talked to this guy for an hour and it was the best hour of my entire life. I got more, like it's whatever. But I don't like bragging about this stuff is annoying to me. I want, just come try a conversation. I'm not holding it back. There's not some spooky paywall or whatever. It's just freely given. And I can't even like get people to, like, I have to beg people to try this. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
So
I understand. And that's part of why we're making this video. So is there one more last thing you would like to say?
Yeah, I love you. Like, I am full of love. I am a loving man. I am one of the most loving men. It just isn't expressed in the same normal ways as all of like pop culture. Like, I don't run around donating to charity left and right or whatever. I love people on an individual level. I want to give my gift to one-on-one to somebody, or like in a small group, or in our Facebook group or whatever. But I care, right? I'm pouring out the best answers you will ever get. There's so much passion and so much heart, and everything I'm doing is to help you. It might sting a little bit, like, oh, he just spanked my ass, like whatever. Or it might be like, there was some cussing in it, or oh, how dare he just keep hammering the point home, like whatever. Like, I do that because I care. Like what you would do to a family member that you care about, and they're doing something wrong, or they're taking a dark path, or they're on drugs, and you're like, please, like, I hope you get this. And it's like, here, I'll give you some time, and I'll give you some money, and I'll give you some wisdom, and I'll give you some help, and I'll give you a roof over your head, and I care about your business, and I just want to get you up. And they just keep throwing it away and not listening and ignoring it. And it's like heartbreaking. But when it comes down to it, no one could say like, Jay didn't try. Jay didn't show insane love. I didn't teach you the most in a conversation that I could. I didn't like bend over backwards to help you get the point. And if someone doesn't learn from me, it's almost always because they fought me and they didn't cooperate and they stuck to their excuses and they didn't want to hear the wisdom. They didn't want to grow. They didn't want a solution. And that's on y'all. But I still love y'all. Like, everyone has their own path, and I'm going to help as best as I can. And it's all done out of love. And I don't know how to make that clear.
Thank you so much. And I just want to add that anybody who wants to change their life, make more money, make more sales, be better, transform physically, emotionally, mentally, monetarily. I mean, I don't even know how many different ways it is possible. Anybody that wants to be better, they really should work with you. And I'm not being paid to say that. It's just facts. Thank you for watching.
Trigger happy, patchy, but lacking evil half of that means evil. That means take a back seat, take it back to fat beats with a maxi single. Look at my rap sheet. What attracts these people is my gangster bitch like Apache with a catchy jiggle. I stack chips, you barely got a half-eat Cheeto.